hand where we know he was bluffing.
I just wanted to get called once.
Well, Trickett knows it too. He saw the spot. He saw the 8.
Then I don't have time.
I can't believe you're thinking about it. Do you know when he's put 20,000 in pocket? Do any of you honestly think that?
I always have the nuts.
Correct. I
would never do that with a big hand.
Minimum not
with a stranger somehow.
Not
just naked flush
Because you're good at fucking away.
He's scared. You gotta be a good shot in there somehow.
You know, it's not completely true, obviously. We have seen Phil Locke make some moves
Feel a little better about it.
without the hand.
Never be too soon.
Just in case.
Saw him put 7,000 in the pot against Ignat with the 4-6.
He's made the most moves without a
I
hand
think so.
of anybody at the table. Well, Katchalov has finally caught a lot here. He's got the 2 aces, trying to figure out how can he extract money from Torelli, which is tough to do.
1,100.
Well, it makes it 1,100 to go.
Whoa, Sam, it's 1,100.
Now Sam has put in 300 here. Now he's got to make the call for 1,100, and he does so with 2 queens. He would have re-raised had he not known that Katchalov raised. But this could spell bad news for Trickett. The only good news is that Katchalov's on the short stack at the table, and he's going to lose another 5,600 more. If that's a positive, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I honestly think Trickett may have just called anyway, hoping to catch Torelli. He knew that Katchalov is very short. You know, you kind of committed with the queens against that stack anyway, in a sense.
It's all going in here. Don't worry about it, folks.
Yeah.
1,200.
Well, obviously, Sam Trickett thinks he's got the best hand. He's going to try to get the rest of the chips. He's made the call here.
Stop said he doesn't want them to know. I don't care, because I'm afraid of the 4.
He's just going to play basket catch.
Every single time.
Get
And
Eugene
now an
Katchalov.
ace comes off, so it's 3 aces. But that's a card that Trickett is not going to like. He was just trying to trap him, thinking he had the best hand. Now he's afraid of 2 aces. Forget about 3.
Yeah, wait for the board fair.
Bet 1,800.
If there was any chance for Trickett to get away, it's now. I personally, Mike, think he was sort of mentally committed for Eugene's stack pre-flop and didn't really care how the board ran out. But as he said, I've made it very complicated. He's actually thinking about laying it down, isn't he?
And I think he has a good reason to lay it down here. With no chips at all, what's Katchalov going to be betting with unless he's got at least 2 aces here? Well, this would be phenomenal if Trickett could get out of this pot for losing a little bit of money that he's lost.
26.
Sam's trying to figure out why would the guy, when he's got a pot-sized bet back, why would he bet 1/4 pot on the turn, intending to bet 1/5 pot on the river?
Well, because he's trying to reel in Sam, and Sam should be able to wiggle off the hook here. It's going to cost him 4,400 more to play this pot out. He can save 4,400 by folding here. If he calls here, it's all going in. I don't see him folding on the river for 2,600 more.
1,800.
So he's got like 4K. 4.5K.
Well, that's what Sam realizes. It's going to cost him another 4,500 to finish this pot up.
I think what makes it even more interesting is that in Sam's mind, he's thinking, well, even if he had something like, you know, 1 pair, ace-king, ace-queen, he still would go all in because he'd be a little bit worried about the hand. It has to be like 3 aces, you know, or 3 tens or something.
Well,
All in.
well, Sam called the 1,800 on the turn.
Right, we've just been all in pre-flop every time. Was it 2,600?
And now it's 2,600 more. Well, I mean, he could have had a chance to get away, and he didn't do it.
Good news for me, I suppose. Yeah.
I mean,
He could be nothing but a bluff on the end there.
Yeah. I'm too short now. I was thinking about folding on the turn, basically. Because now you 3-bet off.
But I think Sam could have folded that in the turn. I know it's hard to lay down 2 queens. You only pick up big hands just very rarely, and when you get them, you just hate to give them up. But had he thought about that, would the guy really be bluffing his money off with no hand there for the little amount of money he had in front of him? I don't think so.
And if there's ever a turn you can get away.
Especially 1,800 at a time.
That's what Sam's thinking now, a little bit frustrated, but he said, I made it so complicated on myself. I should have just got the money in pre-flop.
When I would never play a good hand like that.
That never even crossed my mind. I mean, I know I like the nuts, but it didn't even.
I'd never be 3 bets folding off that stack anyway, so like I would always raise again.